and a penny be a mini permission say we boni di me bisa no say we have lost say I not no we also we have lost some ministers of state between baby am here adwuma to fie no enra me ja me car na e wo say me fa uber because na enye easy on say ye can say no say ento wada ye a eno omo ye adwuma mutala especially Dr. Kofi Omaneboama yene na ye party communication adwuma yene na ye party election adwuma yene na nante as obi o guide emu bi na me hu ne Friday ya ewo baby no o se o kotoko jesi na o se me ntoma no mama me nto kotoko jesi no eni asna jesi ne ma we say honorable next week na maba usha mutala na ofre no honorable a o se mfreme honorable frame comrade Mutala Mohammed oni malaji muniru a obeka se Ghana ahwrade se woni Dr. Sapon interacted da obehu si ahwrade hwe pilot ya obi a waware na nsan na me kwaba na mama enra manfa na easy bepem ne no me mfa no easy se wo me omo a unhu se de ye lusu ade Ghana ahwrade apart from say Yashri Nipano, Yashri best one of the best brains Ghana, even medically, Dr. Omaneboama, Yashra dear. A very sensitive positions in Kwana, as same way, no. Namin for Mukrency.
First, yet is answering will be a Nanka in Senke Ghana Hadia and Kibit Messi. And so we dear. And no, me, I met here, so name so away and Crawford and Kikakan and Mukekasa. To be fair news, now from who say. Yami enemy say ade ana me say krobis no Ghana ha na say me na ho ha ya ti ade kese ato Ghana ni brichie abo me say twedian ponyakopon say on form kra ensie sanse on besom man na atori nchem atuom ti nyina ye nhede
ya since MBC answer ni yesue BBC efrim ede na si ye fidie ni na enye ye crabs ni na enya na ni nyina ye we ni nya adisue bi film ni asisi ye na ye because say be omo tukwa akọ amanone na si ya ebubi akasa agi yensam ba we de ye patemu ha ya ko habra ha ya na se kosia ya enti ebe ma busua shedede amom ya kwala Ghana fo nyina ye ma ho shedede
bridge ye kase na to o man Ghana yam sa Ghana o mere du se o sa Ghana fo ye nyina ye kwanyame anim yesre bone fache me fa afidie so asre se National Day of Prayer bosumi bia o mani nyina yenyi dabi nso ne yemfa mompa ye ensre onyame na nyame abufusi aba o man so nenko
me ya papa because it's hardcore civilians omuko military and MPs I don't know what to say it's God. We the Muslims say inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. We are from God, we go back to God, period. There's nothing we can do. There's no crying over spilled milk. You understand? So we got to pray for forgiveness for them, for their soul. May they rest in peace, period.
Era so ewo enipa maako watwa nra helicopter emomkonya akwanhia na so for hwa asanteman so Dr. Amakohene Edinsem ababeto o my Ghana manim of ni Facebook page na okan seven de opache ene se yumhye ekonya akwanhia edu ba bia ewo baabi efa baabi ewo mu a ye friend black box ne no ene be mampanifo hu de ye ya ma akwanhia na ebae no kyerese okasei mpanifo asrafo mpanifo atumi akwakohu saa black box na owo mu che no gidise eno ene ebresimu ombahwehwem na afi de nam so akwanhia we esiye no onde ababeto oman Ghana ma anim na yakọ anim no so oman no ahwe na se yemfumso bio kwan nam so ekofa baaye no na omahwe no mo aka ho asem to se amoman ma nya abotre sanse won hu black box no kwan de kwan enam so ma kwanhia no baaye no enche bia ebresem no oman ne bete na afi omahu de nam so a ekoba so ema akwanhia ekosiye
Ebusuafo ebegyina hanom sei na ya home kasebo no so ye ba ye bedi nkomo afa bridge a abo oman Ghana e.
Observe Makwa by the Masemoda so a kaya home and Henry said he can above Mamma no breach about o my Ghana and no ena yakosua o my Ghana esu na yenuanoma omkwakwa adwuma boa o my Ghana nanso bibinti bimuhye de enam no etoye no eno mampani ahyese ena makoma miensa o my enfensu mu ane o my hyehye ne ade wo ho a omde nhwire se o my ma no mampani ene o mampani atena ye edikan aye te brasemu no omanma no so ebeto aso na yesu yenuanom a oman adwuma no mkwakwe nanso fufia ntoata na wadware apamu ohwe omo enkwa na yebekwa ahoma so na ye ni shamima muslim oni kasamafo abedi achi o mampani atena ya kasa na yahwe nsem bi mampani edikan ne oman na kasa sede esi koyeye ene ntoto omo eye de okan se omanma ne nya abotre na bere ayi duomudu so edenya o my Ghana manyina ye bomu a betumi akon ebra yewumi mami shanyuma memawo ajuba YouTube so nyumre
mejo so petia one ohwefo na
ahwefo jo so bibi aboko de
bibi anye boko sa but nye boko
okay ye hwe akwanhia si ye mampani ni atena ye abanbofo ne ade adijuma ma emuno ade aba yenya ntie se omo bo akiri ade akọ South Africa sanse se de akwanhia ne ye nti ye ntumi hu se osimasi ni ana obentini ya tesa ansem no na ehun nsem tesai
demutie ne ampa numri flight in Ghana at the samples from remains from our fallen gallant comrades in South Africa. As a matter of urgency, expect to mobile as quickly as they can, so that they can return the results for proper identification of the remains, so that family me at least receive a certain semblance of closure by receiving the remains of their loved ones. And to the motieno, I am pase nisa. Nim say 2 Muslims bereaved victims no
yeah.
And in line with Islamic tradition, was anka in temtem nara no yensi omo. But families no more here ama omampeni John Dramani Mahama say here say entering identify omo loved ones no na yemfa remains no and more munti usia onim say usie your loved one intina paramount say yentimi nkoye sa determination no
nti said the earlier report ne said the na media no no omo nipadua ne baabi no matwede ko ne manya se ye the body ni na South Africa.
DNA samples there, you don't need the entire remains. Into the professionals on board were able to find the particular state that would help. And of course, other family members had to also provide samples so that they would use those samples to do the matching. You see, everybody has been completely cooperative. It's a difficult moment. The Emma family, no, the Emma government, the Emma Omampeni John Dramani Mahama. So the obesity to at least lessen the heartache of family members, no. Waboshe say, and Washebo, I beg your pardon, say, Obeye Nisa, Ama, Yama, your gallant comrades and servicemen, no, a befitting rite of passage to the other side.
And you who say, Omampeni, and she says, Yem fine train, Yesu, Nayaka Union, Yem fine train, and Gugu. Baby, our mampeni at time, baby, you kind and penny for a ɛno no yɛyɛ no ɛnasɛ nansa no mampanin na hyɛ no yɛde yɛ anasɛ kosi sɛ da yɛbɛpa wo kwabre no ɔman Ghana ni ba bia sɛ ɛwɔ ne mu saa obetumi akɔ no de ne hwɛ akɔ akɔtɔ
and patro obia say ne na UTV for na mo at the gardens of the forecourt gardens of the Flagstaff House no the victims no mo nyina mfoni there are a big billboard nti Omampani led the delegation with the vice president, the chief of staff, and so many other ministers of state joined, and heads of the various forces, and we all together laid flowers and lit candles for our colleagues, our friends, our yes, and you know, after that was I beg your pardon, that was the beginning of the 3 days of national mourning that has been declared by His Excellency, where all official activities have been duly cancelled and suspended. And within these 3 days, not as many Ghanaians as able to omutimi edi omo flowers, omo candle, just to pass by and visit, pay their last respects, and say a prayer for the men who died in the line of serving their national in the line of their national duty. You know, the men who laid down their lives truly and really in the fight against Galamsey. And together as a nation, we must make it count. After 3 days, on Saturday evening, we'll hold a night of reflections and memorial to end the 3-day national mourning.
And about so
forecourt of State House.
Okay.
And the families will be there, and the general public, and of course members of government will be there as we celebrate each and every one of our the 8 victims. Friends and families would have opportunity to share the fond memories that they have about those.
But I na twi na do so me kakra na say we akobro fo
no dey bia me twi no so ni say
but I na the afrafra we dey 99%.
And you know Saturday at 5 p.m.
Yeah.
There a reflections and memorial service sort of for victims nina and the funeral planning committee are starting Ejuma, and starting from tomorrow there be books of condolences across all the ministries and agencies that the ministers were coming from. See book of condolence or call Foreign Affairs Ministry for Diplomatic Community no omobetimi akwako sign a book of condolence na wo Ghana Armed Forces binimobetimi akọ Ministry of Environment nti ya decentralizing
Nampacho book of condolence no abusiaro say omukohie mo fa akode na so otwa atran na obi se Dr. Sapon se obeka se Kumase na bia na atran kese no ewo wafon se mo ye bi o ministries ne Ghana Armed Forces no ebi be ko o matran se bia Dr. Mani Boamase Kofodua na ne maame ne ade wo eno no so ebeko sen anase eyiri bedua
book of condolence no dear apart from their families no omobetimi aya ama omo adofo no.
Okay.
What as a government here at the various places the individuals worked at. And your former your vice chair Washiri Nimkwano ono ebebie baako ewo party headquarters. Party headquarters A baby about Science and Environment Ministry, a baby a Ministry of Defense for Dr. Omane Boama, and Kisana, no, but family phone so almost ye, almost dear ewo, obia see. That's what they are also doing.
Okay. The only
And
my
I don't know it will run from tomorrow till the 14th.
Okay.
As the president announced it, and then the 15th, the state will then hold an interdenominational state funeral for all of the 8 victims. After which, of course, the individual families will then prepare to do their individual ceremonies.
Okay.
To finally inter the remains of loved ones. No?
Okay. And then man penini o man kasae wo bobo nsemi bi so. E bi fufuro bi wo ma won kae man penini ene o man kasae enwume no nkunu bremu yi. Sem fufuro bi wo mu a eno no wo mo so ya na nka wo so na ya hwefo na etifo so ehu de o man penini ene o man no kae.
I think o man penini John Dramani Mahama wadaga na nyinaa say for the outpouring of love and support.
Okay.
And sympathies now more extended to him personally, to the families, and to the government as a whole, and the NDC as a political party. Or that Obiara say, and also say, young koso, enkai ho ne mpaibo na ehun say we are one people, and that in these difficult times no we must uphold a shared humanity. And the other two kind of winning in summary meaning say more play video no.
Yeah.
Basically we just need the love, the prayers of Ghanaians, especially deep support for family phono, so that in the next coming days, as quickly as possible, me abwa, so that me agrante or loved ones no, there be fitting burials, so they can have a semblance of closure, kakra.
Okay.
See, yeah, Dagana phone in our
Okay, Madam Shamima, Mamisa we say Omampeni, any of mine Kasae, or Kasao say funeral committee crash as say Muslims Minuum, Ura Muniru, and a Dr. Mutala Muhammad. Now, the paper say, we know a bare state barrier, Munebush foreign commons saying a city, and I did a hoy new way.
Yeah, that's so bon common, but. Decision be I ever agree, I ever decide, it will be in collaboration with the family. All the decisions, the Amagana phone because I was say Ghana for Omuntai, Chino Mumboy, na young supportive family, Sena omu use omu peno na ya yeni ye na bibia aye kama.
With the Baba State Affairs, I'm saying no who says Sierra Leone President Madabio Eddie released by an ECOWAS Commission near there. More Mampenia try international world no saying omo kafa nsem yes hu any.
I mean Penidom Dramani Mama we receive a lot of commiserations from the colleagues, head of states across the world.
Okay.
As a Chinokra, a Bibeba, Ababe, diplomatic community, Nusu Beba, Ediomo Flowers Beba, NT, Adani International, I say, cause a disaster of monumental proportion. In say, such a thing. In the distant in Kaise, Ghana, such a devastation has occurred any time in the distant past. But a CAV, the international community has been very forthcoming with more commiserations to His Excellency. It means also a domoase.
Okay, where the my question I be a mini chapter na bia me no akọ de wo kan ya na me gyina so abisa se asante mantam so afowura Dr. Amakwehina be kase black box no omo ehu se de wo ka se ebi nsi dai na jana ye omo ye nyina so na ye pra ye ntoto bi adachi ebi nsi bi mu eho no omampani atena ye no sa ho no so eho nsam te sei black box ni investigation na be ya for was well black box I ka say be a hu asem si e anyame adom ma hu de bi adachi e be hu de si e ho nso etese
any de na expert knowledge na omo be report de omampani kai no and say an inquiry committee is already at work. Omobe investigating transparently to bring to us exactly what happened. I think say all the agencies now are involved in investigations omo expert knowledge ebe investigate disaster na omo amayen answers because answers there was say yenya questions no doso bebre keke o say yentia say edien potin na see ma disaster happen.
Okay,
could we have averted it? Could we have prevented it? And it a committee report no na omo betre.
okay. Ye kode anso ajansem bi twetwam ana wo se yenya wina yebisa ati se omampani aka se asoafo ni bi nyina mu sanse eden a oman na adwuma nso ye mono 3 days ni wi a ebeto aso ayo oman adwuma asoafo be na edo mo asi wo so mo hwe sa environment ni defense ni so in the meantime.
Government Communication Minister Honorable Felix Kwaso Fosuene issued statement. Can say President directly say Honorable Aso Force and Finance Minister.
Okay.
On taking over temporarily the Defense Ministry.
Okay.
And Honorable Amako Fibua to also take over temporarily the Environment Ministry into Omona Omobe provide leadership until such time as His Excellency is able to assign or reassign substantive ministers.
Okay, mpacho say assembly o hard be twato na ye no wi nkomo etwetwe.
Meka twato no so say ye daga na phone na asem na bana ya asem kese but na me edibibia amanyame because nyame anka se bibibe ya entimi enti you feel easy lies ahead that wears the crown paibona na besre Africa na phone na say monta o mampeni John Dramani Mahama ne mpaibo monta yenyina ne mpaibo ye kwoni ye banyina ye hu se nipa de ye sehwe ene ye wa ha etina ye kọ enu ka se etina ebetimi aye bibi fofo yenyina ye de ewuoka ye ka ye ntimi mfasika entua dise ya ye nkwa nti mpaibo ni se eduru so anya memma no nye izi kakra ma yenyina ba ye daga na fo nyina ase the meka so say media for yes mo adwuma papa obi a otie nyina visuals ni videos ni bia ye da so share no le kamocho bigre se be ya ma dignified coverage of the victims dear so wadofo da ho umpe sending phone ebe da ho in a certain way no
Okay.
If it is within our power, and visuals ni bino, yen train sign kakra,
Okay.
na yemma dignified coverage, so that adofo bi to TV bina ohuwa na kuma ente.
Okay.
Ne yaw enkosoro. Tiesam nyina edwuma na moye, but visuals ni bia ya pamocho se mu free hono. Ya pamocho bebre mu free hono. Ya mesra media forces no.
Yo. Yɛbɛda se abusafo yɛne Shamima Muslim ɛna twetwe nkɔmɔ ɔno kasamafa bɛdi akyi ɛwɔ mampani atenaeɛ ɛna yɛna twetwe nkɔmɔ afa deɛ ɔman mpanifo ɛyɛ ɛfa nipa maako a mokɔkɔyɛ adwuma ama ɔman Ghana fi nkran ɛkɔ ɔboase na wiemhyɛ helicopter ɛkɔtetɔeɛ a nyame amfefi a ɔmo nyinaa ahwɛ ɔmo ɛnkwa na nwumere yi ɔmampani ɛne ɔman no ɛkasaeɛ yɛmo akyiri na yɛnhwɛ nsɛm no ebi kakra.
Of the Ghana Armed Forces. Among them were Dr. Edward Kofi Omanibuama, Minister for Defense, Alhaji Dr. Murtala Muhammad, Member of Parliament for Tamale Central and Minister for Environment, Science and Technology, Alhaji Muniru Mohammed Limuna, Acting Deputy National Security Coordinator, Samuel Sapo, Vice Chairman of the National Democratic Congress, Samuel Abwaje, Deputy Director General of NADMO, and Squadron Leader Peter Anala of the Ghana Air Force, Flying Officer Chum Ampedu of the Ghana Air Force, and Sergeant Ernest Ado, also of the Ghana Air Force. This tragedy represents a deep personal loss for me. I shared a close bond with many of those individuals who died. Our nation is grieving, and on behalf of the government and the people of Ghana, I extend my deepest condolences to their families, friends, and their loved ones. Know that our entire country mourns with you. We share your pain. Your loss is our loss. A loss of dedicated public servants, intellectuals, and individuals who tirelessly worked for a better Ghana. These 8 individuals dedicated their lives to Ghana's progress. That their final moments were spent in service is a testament to their unwavering commitment. We have lost some of our nation's brightest minds, and this is a moment of shared heartbreak, a time to reflect on the preciousness of life, the sacrifices of public service, and our gratitude for those who dedicate themselves to the well-being of our fellow citizens. Squadron Leader Anala, Flying Officer Ampedu, and Sergeant Ado were dedicated members of our Air Force, embodying the best of their profession. Alhaji Muniru Mohammed Limuna was a humble yet effective public servant. Samuel Sapong was a respected statesman, and Mr. Samuel Abwaje was a promising young leader. Dr. Omanibuama was a brilliant and dedicated leader, and Alhaji Dr. Murtala Mohammed was a passionate voice for his constituents and a champion for environmental stewardship. These gallant men each served Ghana with distinction. And as we mourn, questions about the cause of this tragedy are only natural and important. And I want to assure the families and the nation that the Ghana Armed Forces has initiated a full and transparent investigation into the circumstances of this crash. An investigative board of inquiry has been set up to investigate the cause of the crash. The flight data and cockpit voice recorders have both been retrieved. All 8 of the bodies of our departed comrades have been retrieved, and the government is in close touch with the bereaved families about identification of the bodies and final interment. In this moment of national grief, let us remember that we are above all Ghanaians, united not just by our nationality, but by our shared hope, our shared humanity, and now our shared sorrow. Let us set aside our differences and offer our collective compassion to the bereaved families. This is not a time for division, speculation, or political point scoring. It is a time for strength, for empathy, and for the enduring Ghanaian spirit that still stands tall when all else has failed. Let our words be of comfort, our actions be of kindness, and our unity be the tribute we offer to those whose lives have been lost. To the families, to the Ghana Armed Forces, to the ministries and departments that have lost dedicated staff, and to the National Democratic Congress, which mourns the passing of valued members, may you find strength in their memory and their legacy. May we all be comforted by the knowledge that though they are gone from our sight, they remain forever in the spirit of the nation they so faithfully served. On Saturday, 9th August at 5 p.m., the nation will gather at the forecourt of the State House for an evening of reflection and memorial in honor of our departed colleagues. Books of condolences will be opened simultaneously at the Ministry of Defense, the Ministry of Environment, Science and Technology, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Ghana Armed Forces headquarters, and the National Democratic Congress headquarters, and also the head office of NADMO from Sunday 10th August to Thursday 14th August. On Friday 15th August, an interdenominational state funeral will be held for the 8 heroes at the Black Star Square. My brothers and sisters, my fellow countrymen and women, may God bless their souls, and may God bless our homeland Ghana.
We any omampeni amene bobebo my Ghana ntutua oni mpenifo eye omaima soafo adwumayefo makomako enwotwe a nyame amfefi omo ahwe omo kwa bra yomuhye mu etu kwan ekoto afom na yenko atoyamantem na yene chaseji enkasa na yemisa ne se atoyamantem ahinkru emu etsen efa sasem ya esin chas emu ayo
mejodo ko dipen
bibi abokode
nyame da atwa waso wode ne
adom na chas enwe takware te sen ene di fie nra ebesi ne di asi
yo dambe ye da ye nyemo no aroho sama we si no am the takwade fo ebi akaye yo papa onam the banya no Air Force Base training center kase owa ha de nyimpa ebasa na wode helicopter ana chopper no wode call nkren da wo kwa kafa oye nyano mpanyimfo dambe wode won botum edu kuma ase na dwumedi kase ode we no ado we tum ekodi damon krofo ni nyinara no fi ha de nti abra asam na bear no bi be se we town boys nti ọman bẹntẹ ne nketesi a wọ ha de bebre nara a wonyim ho no wọrọ hoe titi ene dara impo ne nyimbere no ye to isi krom dembre amanfo nyim no yenye amanfo bebre e kasai ma UTV ya de ye honfo nyi betre ebi abiyara so no so ye to isi krom na ehwe atmosphere a ọwata crowd na mfonya ye twegu no ebohu de ikrom nyinara aye din pa ebohu nyimpe biara onambo na ebohu de onambo bote de ma obi bese nara kasa nebusueni bi na wefu isentrin dama asem ya American iti ya batakwada bi bese kroma ya kon to the extent that an apana to enyimbre ya mebe ebudu fie nyinara no ebohu na nyimpa kro ebien bi danka takwada city a oye city a no mo so a no mo ye hye no and said the nipa bebre that were name na ebohu bebre so na ebi wo ho pa na wo hyetuntum that wo den nam ni sentrin there also nipa ebasa ye won wa ha na Air Force na takrade na Air Force no mo kuro mo pe nti o ma Air Force fo no wonye takrade fo wo oye yankofa kase busia kase papa nti asam na wa to Air Force fe yin takrade fo so afa ne there oye wo na wana ya yin wan kase no tembe bi mi mebusia no yan hwehwe mma yehu de no mo kwar nipa no mo kwar no chede yo bi ono kra o ware nchare kra na na ne yer wodi wo ho ne mo chare a wa fan abasa ti juma onyim de no so arba build na family no etuma ye kase nkefo no de ye bo de no call Air Force for de ke ye be ye wo profile ba chief farmer dem be nyim soldier for another sodaf one hyehyɛ be small alternative when tum wa fa amahe wo che de other work for protest bebre mu azana obi was security service a we tum de na yi e de ama nti yensa anka na so makasi bi pi de ikomi nyinara fita ne da bepem da ma bi takwada ya kon bepem ebria yen nyinara yedi abobo papa na manfo aka ne bio so de da mo ato yen chemi yenyim de ebi esi da ma YouTube po ye breaking news na so na nenyo nyanya de o si wo disco fu kwano do azane kwano do ma no so chop bi a ode hona wo yano oye rake no do rokoma no so obashutom no ano nyimpe pray na so nyimpe ewu na yide ai de nenyo ai amaya pa anti so sama chi farmer mo esi wo program na me de abro
Charles Bedo asebusan for yenu a Charles Ejiri na oboye nkomo efri takrade atoyema ntewa hinkru na chese asrafo no kran se dwumadi omudi sa asrafo dodo no ewo atoyema ntewa hinkru takrade nti amakro no aboto kakra enche na yebedan yani na yakọ eye atifido na eho so yakọ akohwe sede eho sitie esanse soafo a ohwe yatena ye ni wie mbobre ni ade no eho ena babia odise mrahye bidwa nino eho ena owo Alhassan Rashid Abawas. Alhassan, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Emi adumo ne abeya naja yebobo huntiama ne Ghana ni bia no ahoden no so ate kakra. Tamale te saying.
Tamale since ndra news ne break here na nkofo initially no na omunjimbi into later Honorable Deborah Bekasa confirm no and obia ejidi na at that particular time no na obia won was this matter so Tamale Central NPI no Honorable Mutala na iwiai me imagine say me call Tamale Central akohwe project na Honorable Mutala na ohwe poni a currently was team so na hospital bi a ewo Gombe ne Honorable Mutala AC ohwe Gombe ne nyina ne sabab of Tamale na hospital facility bi a enio nti o na adwin say obi see hospital facility ama cater for nkofo and our residents are on Gombe. Now, this very time, Saturday 9th of August, now all Babe Eka Tip and all the BA staff facility, my Kofu, unfortunately, was training. Now, strange incident now is here, Ndra Anapa, there's a thing, now Unkofu Eba facility, although official nomination BA, but healthcare workers were on omoji patient na ndra 10 o'clock na nkrofu egusu eba facility no but immediately almost say Honorable Akabe no na facility no necessary more confirmation say obia empie ho biom titi ndra na akotin de nipa ba ko amba facility o say obaje no ayaresa enti eno na 120 enti eno what need say nkofu bebre de dia shada omodua enkoye emom na mifri Gombe ne medini Tamale Central na Tamale Central be dia constituency office no ewono or omoye foundation no and say another health facility na oil na agency obeka to sort for the commencement of the project but no incidental and our say oma instructions say omoye foundation no na foundation no omoye no onye mbehu na foundation no omaye na odi akabebi na enye no kwa ohwe Gombe ne inner road ene so project na ogusu oye na mishat no me ko Gombe ne community the bia ye friend no corner parliament na ho na mebunu bi omoye NDC ya omotna na one key area honorable so or the campaign youth group no and the use me no mukasa o mutre me say ade o ma hwe no in fact omuntimi en quantify maybe say number bebre wonoma na omone honorable ewo to say make a deal to say promises are wa show ma na ka omonim say obi di so no na omunyina twen edumum po agi appointment na odumum po na omo twen final call omo ne minister bishia na omo tinanya ejuma ni nyina actually feedback honorable academy o hwe tamale in fact anapai ni sorry na uko northern regional police commander which means na flag no flyer map most of the time no very busy but in there in particular anapai now couple be NMP Bobet at 9:30 now couple be omodema omunyem never streets of Tamale and said busy to say na busy for this particular incident I see you probably as the omon say start and able to honorable but and draft you call the family house no yes Honorable Northern Regional Minister, Honorable Ali Adolf, officially ever bought family no amanye. If you call it cover or drama, yes, share strangers and malams na omunina eba onomo ebet nase. Now after the time I used to know yenya information from Ambariye Sunni community say omo ebe janaza na janaza ni final burial prayers Muslim for ebi etie nipa washwe no kwa but later best at this time no and they say release every northern regional northern region NRCC say sa janaza na ankomo ye nde attend no omo atwa say omo family ni che o say omo more time na omo ye hu investigation no no investigation na postmortem on the Ghana na on the apie about say on Bayenti we share such situation a very sad situation especially Tamale Central Constituency officer many omo ekasa no me chere say omo nim even so many replacements and yet to say there na Senator Omni Honorable Mutala MP for Tamale Central no. Okay.
Okay. Washid Bedas, Abusa for Yunia, Washid, Ewo, Tamale, or no, and so for share at night near Bobre Honsel, so on so yam Rashibi Jenny man for Tamale Central and the question one como, Yakotakra, the South so any Shamima, or no Casava for Bedia Chiwa Mampenatna, Edin Comunina, a breach here aboard my Ghana, and won't uncommon nutrition. Every must say near the Mercia, that my for despite media assist also, and now man penny any abusen in house, Gusua, and my in our yako, saying Yami, and so my acumum, Nabibia, into me, Juju, copy bread, crowmo, na o my year so, a bear. I need to see meeting at the end of Akram.